A goodly evening, this is Nerds to Human, and welcome to the grand finale of our Medieval 2 Rebels campaign. And you join us in the Americas with the Timurids for some reason. Not quite sure why this happened, other than me obviously trying to send some of them here. Potentially, this guy could be of interest, but he doesn't seem to have taken out the Aztecs, although they are very much at war, and they are hiring up local mercs, so we'll see what happens there. As for the Timurids in general, well, it's just really the Khan that we need to think about. We have plenty of armies around. We're just going to see if he goes anywhere interesting. He's certainly not going to be taking Suffragette City. I won't allow that, but I will see if he wants to go for anything else. We'll let him play around and see what he can do. So yes, we will be heading towards Tenochtitlan. We are technically 7 turns away from losing the game, so we should make sure we get on with it. We could essentially kind of turn up right now, but we'll probably give it a turn or two when we get everyone into position. So yes, keep moving our reinforcement armies forward, and I think we do need to start taking some of the other settlements. So we have the Caribbean, we have North America, and we of course have Cholula, which is probably where we're going to start. We have ourselves the elephants here, so yes indeed, we are starting with the elephant army, which is just lovely. We are a bit short on generals, it should be said. You guys, do you want to get in this general direction? I think we probably want you down with us, actually, yes. So I'm going to send them down here to come and join up. But yes, it's just going to be the one general headed into battle over here. So we've got a little bit of siege equipment. We do have artillery, which will be good fun indeed. Prince Denok the Mean. Now, always worth bearing in mind, the Aztec units are quite good at demolishing your morale. Bit of dread on the general helps as well, I suppose. And I'm not sure if he's got anything else that's useful to them. Okay, fine. So we have Jesus over here, who's 3 command, 1 chivalry. Nothing particularly noteworthy, to be honest. He's just one of the guys who's still alive. This guy, control of the AI. You know what? We will, yeah, we'll just let them do what they're going to do. It's probably going to be a terrible, terrible mistake, but it's fine. Let it in. Let's take them out. In we head to battle then, and we do have 3 siege towers rocking their way towards the walls immediately. They have plenty of men though, and this could be an interesting one. This is likely to be a bloodbath. We'll see how much the elephants manage to achieve, because these guys are the ones who can really make the biggest difference. So we are going to quite happily throw men to the death pile, to be honest. That's just kind of how this goes. But I'm going to tell the archers to just do some cover fire, and maybe they'll take up the odd guy in the meantime. Now, let's go and get the elephants shooting in at the gates. That would be absolutely marvellous. These, of course, are the artillery elephants, so they should be able to shoot on in pretty darn soon. The ram might make it first, but okay, I'm not sure how accurate they are, but we're just helping the ram do its job. We'll let these guys think that they did it, but really, it's probably the elephants. We'll probably shoot down the ram, actually, which would be quite funny, but we'll just let any nonsense happen, because that's just the way today is going to go. I felt like a cannibal came out the other direction there, but it's fine. I'm not sure they can actually aim at that anymore. Maybe we should aim at the towers. Maybe we'll do that. Oh, no, we can still aim at it. That's fine. No, keep aiming at the gateway. That's an excellent start to things here. It's not at all a bad sign or an auspicious one at all. 74%. Well, keep going, lads. You're doing a great job with the ram. Definitely all you. Can't deny that. And with that, ooh, we blow them out of the gateway now. That's lovely. All right. Great start there. I'm quite happy with that. Let's shoot the tower. That will be absolutely fine. These guys are running away immediately. Let's send the Norman lads straight on into a charge there. That'll be absolutely grand. So with that job done, then everything seems to be going swimmingly. Just going to go and grab this tower by beating up those lads, and you guys are also on a tower. Do you want to go and grab this gateway or something? Yeah, I would say go and do that so you're not being shot. That was kind of the idea of them. So I'm just going to say grab it, but also you're probably going to have to fight them for it, which you're going to lose. So go and die, that's absolutely fine. Normans have charged on in, have they? Looks like they've largely cleared out that entranceway. Not too bad, lads, not too bad. Get yourselves into position there, and we'll run on in. We're going to change over to... Ooh, elephants done their job on the tower. Yeah, I don't know if we'll hold it for that much longer, or if they're going to hold it for much longer. It depends, actually. We seem to have lost this tower. I don't know if we shot it. We probably shot it. Oh, look at that. 2 out of 3 towers went down, which is surprising. to be... Well, it's not that surprising, is it? No, it's really not. All right, you guys, get yourselves in. The general has arrived to go and attack our Norman knights. I'm going to tell them to charge over here instead. I'm instead going to tell my elephants to come on in. That'll be lovely. We'll leave the cannon lads to go and do that job. In fact, Mr. Cannons, can you shoot... how far can you reach? Can you shoot that wall over there? They might miss and hit something a bit further away. That might be quite helpful, actually. Oh, these guys have ran off. Not quite escaping our charge, but giving it a good go. In come the elephants, by the way, everyone. I'm not too late to remember to come join this. Oh, elephants, yes. Oh, that's a proper charge. Don't always see them actually do that. This one's running to a house, but he's still quite happy about his life. So put the camera there. That was a bit wonky. But, all right, that was pretty darn nice, lads. Now... They do have their muskets up top as well. These guys are very nice. To start shooting down from above. There we go. Yeah, just shooting aimlessly. Excellent work, everyone involved. And that's good. Down goes the general, flattened by an elephant. The thing is, sir, if you do that, it's going to fall on you. So, yes, I don't think that's necessarily the best idea. These guys will run amok pretty soon, I would imagine. We'll just see. We have taken out the general, so maybe we can give them a bit of support. How are these cavalry doing? They're down to 12, or at least they're fighting down to pretty much the last. That's fair enough, lads. Good effort. I'm impressed. Right, well, I will then grab these guys and just stand them right in front of the gateway. We'll get some lovely, lovely shots in over there. These guys can also run on in. Looks like, actually, the elephants might have cleared out the entranceway here. Well done, chaperoonies. Get yourselves charging into these guys. If they will listen. They might not, because you never know with... these sort of units that are half on the walls and half not. They're running off the walls. Guys, the elephants are down here. I would recommend you stay there, albeit the guys with the muskets are shooting you, yes. Just hope you're not the one who gets hit. So if you figured out how to charge the jaguars, because I would say jaguar versus elephant, I fancy the elephants, albeit jaguars are impressive creatures, but not when they're already dead and covered on your backs. So we'll instead use the living elephants against your jaguar necromancy. Although apparently the necromancy works because the elephants are immediately dying. That's excellent. So do you want to charge a bit better, lads? That'd be for the best, yes. So how are my reinforcements doing, by the way? Because I don't know if we'll need them. I imagine this guy's failed. No, the gate's open. Do you want to walk through there, lads? Because I can't even notice that we're dead, but the gate is open, so you might as well just go in. These guys ran off at some point. That's fine. You get yourselves over there. Frame rate's slightly tanking at this point. How are you doing, by the way? Have you let people in? It looks like you have, but it looks like they might also need a little bit more assistance to push in. So that's unfortunate. These guys are running amok now. Okay. Well, of course they're going to find their way out of the city. Of course they would. So, do you want to just avoid... Oh, there we are. The other elephants have done their job. Excellent stuff. Great view of the pyramid now. You see, we're making improvements already. These guys were going to get in position to do some good, but just get yourselves on the roof instead, guys. Probably better for you. Just to add to their misery, we now bring in horse archers into play as well. The Lithuanian cavalry, which are slightly later in the game we get these. But this is quite late in the game, as you might have noticed. So yes, we're bringing them in to cause more and more nonsense and chaos. Lovely stuff. Can I just bring these elephants into the city? I think we're doing absolutely fine at this stage. Most of the battles seem to be going on at various flanks, actually. We've blown a hole in the wall there just to kind of help allies get in a bit quicker. I have asked you to get into the city anytime we like to find a way through. I don't know the open gateway or the hole in the wall. That'd be nice, although if I were you, I'd probably go that way to avoid the elephants, who are inevitably about to trample all over my dreams. So we'll get the Lithuanians just to chase people down. They can shoot them on the wall as well. And as for my other cav, yes, you guys should be working your way towards the plaza. An awful lot of very nice chunky pyramids here. And you might be thinking, Thomas, I didn't know there were Aztec cities in this game because they're often Middle Eastern. Indeed, they are often Middle Eastern. But it's one of those weird things about this game. Let's try and get up to the top here. Yeah, one of those weird things that, this design does exist, but it only exists for Minor City and for the village. They didn't kind of think about the fact that the Aztecs, when they wake up, might expand their city. So I believe the town, the large town, I'm not sure they necessarily have anything. The village definitely has a proper thing, as you'll see in the Caribbean when we go and take them on, or in Fortaleza, as we saw last time. So that town is now called the town of Hinete. But, yeah, if the AI decides to upgrade the city, then it becomes a large city, etc. It just becomes Middle Eastern because they don't know what to do. So all of these great assets that are in the Americas, yeah, it does seem to be in the original game. It's just, generally speaking, they upgrade them after you awaken them. This occasion, this is unusual that the second city is not upgraded. So that's quite nice. It's nice to see this one in full Aztec form. And I would say at this point, yeah, actually the banner's looking pretty good in our favour. 24 to 60. Still 40% of them somewhere. Not sure where they are, but they're here somewhere. So I'm going to tell my elephants, in fact I'm just going to tell everyone to just get in to the city at this point. That'll be a-okay. You guys stay up here and just shoot anyone who happens to be in the way. That'll be fine. It seems like at this point, basically anyone who isn't already fleeing around the walls has made it back to the plaza. There's a couple units just pinned down here or there, which we're taking care of. But essentially it's now down to, yes, a final stand over here. So I'm going to say, get yourselves in to defeat them, please. Elephants are indeed coming in. General's going to charge and do some good work, and we'll just make sure he has the chance for some lovely, lovely glory. Try not to die, though, sir, because I've given you a task, so please get yourself over there like I asked you to, and don't die to some stupid archers. Now, Mr. Cannons, if you could start aiming at him, that would be lovely, and very, very fun indeed. So, get yourselves shooting on in. Woohoo! Oh, very nice. Any more reinforcements coming? Yes, shoot them. That way we don't shoot the general. Though apparently he's fighting some Aztec warriors. Well done, sir. We'll hope that you don't die. If you do, you know what? You deserve it, because you should be able to take out one unit of infantry over there on your lonesome. Although maybe, just maybe, we'll start sending everyone else in to come and help you, because yeah, we're pretty much already here. We might as well come and sort you out. Weirdly, only one unit of elephants gave up, which I'm a bit staggered about. But you know what? That's absolutely fine. Looks like the city is going to fall to us without a cataclysmic disaster. Only 28% lost. I thought it'd be a lot more, but there we go. As it turns out, I'm not completely incompetent, although the general is still trying to walk off. But it does seem like he has actually won that battle. So well done, sir. You might actually be alive. As far as I'm aware, you haven't died yet today. And the city is just about yours. What's left? One Aztec missile over there. And armoured swordsman taking care of some eagle lads. Okay, let's just get everyone basically just to charge them down to finish them off. And Mr. General, you can just stay here and finish this guy in case we, for some reason, don't manage to do it. Okay, so that's nice. That is victory as far as I'm concerned. So with this guy actually dead, yeah, I believe that is victory. So that's great news. We have captured our first city. We got the elephants out and about, and we should have enough turns to get what remains of them down to Tenochtitlan. With that then, the first city falls to us. Well, the first of the day. Sack the settlement and repair it, because why not? Let's build a road. That would be actually quite helpful. We're going to rename this to Rezus. Since you... Wow, the caps lock was on. But you know what? We're going to stick with it. So there we are. There is Rezus. And that is our new town. Next up then is the Caribbean, where our good old Croatian-Serbian coalition is definitely going to win. So we'll just see how they get on in their new island life together. It's going to be magnificent. So in we go with the glorious Yugoslavia. Now we've actually got some arquebusiers shooting here. Isn't this absolutely strange and magnificent? Okay, so we are actually on a little bit of a hill, which is nice. It just gives us a shot over the head of these lads. We're going to, yes, fire by rank. There we go. So next guy, shoot over the shoulder. It's not quite perfect because it's a bit of a wonky kind of approach over here. So you guys need to stop wangling around and stand still, do some shooting. Where are your infantry, by the way? There's supposed to be infantry stopping this from going wrong, yes. They do need to be on skirmish mode for fire by rank, unfortunately. Which means unless you actually do have infantry in front of them, then it isn't going to work. So that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, these guys, are doing the job getting shots, whilst hopefully we can still get some shots in with these guys over here. You're in about as useful a position as Arquebusius can be. I mean, it would be nice if it's slightly more open than this, but there we go. Yeah, their range is an issue. They just don't have enough range to actually be useful. No. Just slightly too close for the range there. But yes, obviously they're getting shot as well. They're just going to keep on trying to reform. They'll never get their shots off. And then you just have to go off fire by ranks so that they don't get, they don't start mucking around as well. Yeah, Arquebusius is not very good. I think, I generally think the actual musketeers are very good though, because their range is very, very strong. And that means that they don't have the issues of, yes, the skirmish mode nonsense. It doesn't mean that they quite need to rearrange themselves as much. So yeah, Arquebusius is a bit disappointing. But we'll get the Croatians to pile on forward. We've got the Serbians out on the right wing, so yeah, they can thunder in from that side of things. All of you, thank you very much, and we'll get on with it that way. I will though try and send these Arquebusian lads around the back, see if they can do any good there, but I suspect they will miserably fail. A bit too wonky, a bit too slow, a bit too short range, but hey ho, it's nice to have them along. Come on lads, any time would be great. Please just get your shots away. Ignore the Serbian horsemen. If they fall, then they fall. Yeah, it's no issue with these guys. They do tend to not want to create any friendly fire, so they will generally just not shoot if they're going to catch any of their own friends. And no one here has got a clear enough shot for them to actually bother with a firing squad ending here. So let's just get everyone else out. There we go. There's some shots. Immediately, you can see a lot of dead men on my side at this point, which is somewhat my fault for telling them to shoot, isn't it, really? But yeah, you can see, because we're not on skirmish, they're now trying to change lines. They're trying to wingle-wangle all of their way through this battle. Speed up, lads. I've told everyone else to sod off, so you need to do the shooting, for Pete's sake. Yeah, shoot at him. Shoot at him. Do something. No, they're just being shot now. Absolutely useless. The other thing with the Axemen is that because two-handed weapons are so slow for the animations to work, that it actually takes so long for them to actually kill people. It makes this battle very long indeed, but Sextus has indeed managed to pull off the impossible. He's managed to get the Croatians and the Serbians to fight together somewhat effectively. Down it goes then, and with that, yes, Yugoslavia has formed itself a grand new nation. So there we are, Yugoslavia. I'm going to make this, though, into a castle just because why not? That seems fun. So, yes, we're going to go and do that. We'll get on with this one a little bit later, but I think we'll, yes, we'll see. We'll get a bit of the narrative flowing here in between turns. And basically, we're going to see if these guys do anything, see if these lads do anything, and then, essentially, we need to go and take Tenochtitlan before our 7 turns are up. So, on that note, I should indeed be sending... yes, Mr. General and his elephants elsewhere. You guys need to get going. We are down to 2 turns until we lose the game. So we're going to try and get this city under siege. We have Juva here leading the Viking army, which has come to raid the New World. He's a drunken heathen and a handsome lad. And I can't think of any better mix for the Viking invasion. So there we go. He's going to head in and put Tenochtitlan under siege from the south side. That'll be magnificent. So start getting building. We can have the crossbow cav in as reinforcements. Now the general army, yeah, I'm going to want you over here for the next battle actually, because we're just going to start lining people up. Here we go. Yeah, get yourself into position there. So there's a little army in the way, actually, which is mildly annoying. So, can we might have to deal with the Timurids first, actually. He's kind of in my way here. So, yes, you know what, General Army. Let's see if you can take him down. That could be of interest to us. All right. I tell you what we could do, though. We could get him some... Let's send him these crossbow cav as a bit of extra support. That's fine and dandy. You get over here and let's go and take on the Timurids. Fine. With this, then we'll be able to get some reinforcements into that big battle with those Aztecs over there. That'll be magnificent. So let's head on in. Let's take this guy down. In we head to battle then, and we're immediately going to send out the crossbow cav to go and deal with the the heavy archers out on the flanks there. That would be lovely. And yes, they can just deal with them. I'll be very, very happy indeed. So get yourselves moving. As for the rest of this, you guys probably just want to get yourselves out of the way, actually, because this is going to be a big old chunky charge. So let's say you into you, you into you, you into you. They're already running at us, which is of interest for me. You get yourselves into there, Mr. General, into there, and into tar. And just start charging in, actually, sirs, because this is just going to be a very, very quick battle. It might end with mass disaster on our side, but we'll just see. Come on, Mr. Generals, let's see what you got and who wants to live. Smash into all of their mercenaries. I don't think they're doing too hot, no. So good old Timurid mercenary natives, which is not necessarily a usual thing to see. No, 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 no. All of these guys, very good. I would say, let's get a few of you. Notably you two. Let's get you back here. Oh, General's running away. Okay, fine. Get on top of him, please. Everyone start pushing forward. Ignore the General. You also start running over here. I don't know what's happened with their lads, actually. How are they doing? Not really sure. There's some cavalry around somewhere. Ah, you actually managed to get into position. Very nice. So how are you doing? You go and deal with it. Oh, there's Turkomans on that side. No issue whatsoever. Get yourself over here. You're pretty darn experienced, in fairness. So, yes, might as well start closing in. The crossbow cav, to be honest, only here just to make sure he didn't escape, so you can get yourselves out at this point. So, yeah, you guys just over here. Where are your heavy archers? Because they're potentially a problem, but I think they might have just largely killed them, so I don't think we need to worry. Fine. Lovely stuff. General then is going to get chopped down. He is indeed fleeing to all of our magnificent heroes, whoever they may be, and we will charge him down with these guys. So, the mysterious lad who for some reasons in the Americas is soon to be chopped down. Indeed he is. And with that then, yes, we can focus on the Aztecs over here. Still, of course, a little bit of work to be done with the Timurids. But we'll just see where they want to wander. The battle isn't over, and I think that's potentially because there is indeed still those heavy archers that we need to go and kill. And they are now running away. We will finish them up as much as we can. So yes, get on top of them, shred them. They're not going to make it out of here. 99%, 100%, that is not quite true. So let's just end it there. So that is the end of the Timurid threat over in this part of the world. We've shown the Aztecs how it's done. The Grand Castle of Yugoslavia has, or Yugoslavia. I just realised I went very dyslexic on this. I've gone Yugoslavia. It's the only way the nation's going to work, damn it. Fine, Yugoslavia it is. But yeah, it's nice to see a castle over here in the Caribbean. That's nice. Okay, it's a mess over here, I think it's fair to say. We will, though, head into these guys. We've got Rezus here, who already, obviously, of course, took the last city, and we've Skillis with his lads to come and support. I do also have a cavalry army over here. Ideally, I would have a general with it, but I don't. So it is what it is. Let's. Oh, they don't want to do it. I don't necessarily blame them. So I'm going to say cavalry. I know it's very hard to see what's happening here. You get into him. Fine. Okie dokie. So we've got this lad with his paddle boys, and this chap who's more paddles. So I think we'll be fine. But we've got elephants and we've got random extra generals, so we'll go take them out. In we go to battle then, and we have ourselves a pretty darn nice front line here. A pile of, well, useless arquebusiers, but they'll get a shot in maybe. A nice chunky front line here, armoured swordsmen, as well as our, yes, free company men-at-arms. Nice to see these lads with their pointy, choppy, axey stick thingamabobs. Technical terms here today. And I'm just going to start saying, yes, do start cannoning them, lads. I know they think that we're the attackers. Indeed, we'll be attacking you with big cannonballs. So if you want to stand around, that's fine by me. But you should probably, yes, get moving a bit faster. Some of you are probably better at flying down. I'm impressed, but yeah, not the best decision to be making, lads. And of course, here we do have Imperial Knights up on the hill there. They're going to do some good work very, very soon indeed. These guys still not in range. They've got a slight hill advantage. They're still not managing to get a shot off. Useless cretins, aren't they? But they're the longbows doing their work. Looks like they're doing some work. Yeah, 104 at the front line there. Down to 94. Yeah, they killed 10. That's something. We'll take it, damn it. Right, get these guys to thunder into the rear. You just smash the cocking general, who for some reason is right at the rear by himself, getting himself murdered. They're all routing before they've even arrived. That's hilarious. Can we aim back here, Mr. Elephant? Other elephants are just here with some musket support over the top, by the way. Oh yes, Imperial Knights doing some good work, charging down the hill into these lads. Oh, if only the Imperials made it to the New World, they would have had such a good time. But alas not. Alas no. It's just the general still fighting here. Not a proper charge down the hill at him. But it's fine. We'll just keep on doing what we can. Fair enough for him for trying to fight. But I will just send the cavalry after these guys at this point. It's a-okay. Mr. Elephant. Mr. Elephant, would you mind shooting at him? And we're going to get the Free Men Company of Arm thingy things to go and finish these guys off. Mr. Archers, hold off fire. Thank you very much. You can leave it. If the arquebuses can find a shot, well done. You can go for it. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he's running away as well now. Fine. Elephant missiles, get yourself off of missile mode and start running them down. I entirely forgot that there were any reinforcements in this battle. There's a couple on both sides. I mean, we have all the generals, don't we? So, yes, as it turns out, there's a few more men to kill than I realised, but the job was done so darn quickly and efficiently that, yeah, we didn't really need to worry about any of this. So there is victory. 49 men lost, apparently, which is excellent. Yeah, they don't have too much remaining. A few did get away, but nothing too much. So with that then, that's one of those armies taken care of, at least mostly. I will go and send, yeah, some units down to face him. Oh, the crossbow cav, that seems like your kind of a job, doesn't it? Absolutely magnificent. And as for these armies, you're now stuck there, which is not necessarily ideal. Now, does one turn mean one turn? Or does it mean 0 turns? This is really the question. Now, one should mean 1 turns remaining. I imagine next turn is fine to do it, but I'm going to end the turn in a moment, and we'll see if that is acceptable. If it isn't, then we'll reload, because I'm not losing the game to, yes, not being sure if it says you've got no more turns left, do it right now, or if this means do it right now. We will see. But it is summer, I think. Yes, it's summer, so we should have one more turn of this year. And on the next turn, it turns out that, firstly, this guy doesn't want to fight, and secondly, that we haven't lost the game, so that's good, isn't it? Right, he's run the other side of the volcano. I can't get to him, so I guess we're going to go head on in with the forces I have. Now, you, sir, you have the elephants, but I can't actually take control, so we'll just let the AI be reinforcements then. That'll be fine. Into Tenochtitlan then we go. It's time for the Vikings to finish the job. I do have the 2 reinforcement armies, so I'm going to let... Yes, I'm going to let the AI, the random generals, be controlled by me. But I'm going to tell the other guys just to do what they want, actually. That's probably for the best. So, this guy is actually just the captain, because there's no proper general. He's out in the town. Oh, fine. He's out down these 2 places. Fine. Yep, well, time to take Tenochtitlan. And here we go then, taking on the great Muslim city of Tenochtitlan. What I was saying earlier, in full view here. Yes, it's Middle Eastern style, but with their, their terrain. It's looking a bit strange. It's quite cool, actually, in some manners. But, yeah, it's a shame that that was a bit of an oversight in the creation of this here game. But we might as well just do this in a fairly simple manner. Now, I noticed that we don't seem to have as much in terms of buildings as I thought. I don't know if they've given it to the AI reinforcement. I suspect that is indeed what has happened here. So, okay, we don't have as much as I thought. They do have cannons, though, so we could have just let them cannon their way in. Do they have my equipment? They don't seem to. That's interesting. Maybe I just didn't add as much extra on the second turn as I thought. It's fine. We've probably got enough. The reinforcements will do the job. That'll be fine. So let's get ourselves into battle. And yeah, shuffle on forward. So the reinforcements are making their way, and the Vikings have turned up at Tenochtitlan to take over. Here it's nice this time of year. In fact, it looks pretty hot actually. I'm not so sure it's a sensible decision. What it does mean though is that, yeah, while the city no longer has the big lakes around, it makes it easier to attack in many ways. It's a bit sad, but hey, it probably works in my favour. So as for the reinforcement force, are they going to use the elephants? Elephants? You going to do anything? You're really helpful if you did. Anyone want to do anything? No. As for us then, we're just going to have to do this the painful way, and it's going to be very, very painful indeed actually, because if they're not going to be helpful, this is going to be very bloody. But I don't mind that at the end of a campaign. It can be amusing. Although, that said, if we do lose this, the only army with a cannon to crack in this turn is the army over there. So they better do something, because if they don't, we're in trouble. Although if the gate goes down, that's fine. We can always flood people in. This one's burning. Of course it is, because, you know, it's the AI. So, of course, they're going to make our tower burn down. That's just what happens. I'm going to say, Viking Raiders, you can get yourselves forward. Nice and quick. Yeah. Right, lads, run your way through. And we are going to chop them the good old-fashioned Viking way. This is a bit bright, it should be said. But it is just the way that these weird Aztec cities, Aztec Middle Eastern cities go. With the front gate open, alright, it's going to be bloody, but at least we can do it now. The reinforcements are probably going to ignore the fact that they have cannons and just turn up here instead. Because, of course, they have Viking Raiders, though, like to raid the plaza, so they're going to... I don't think we can stand here, no. I don't remember what this is for. It's probably their... be their temple? Oh, it's all very, very strange. You guys get yourselves forward. And you, lad, the Huskarls, oh yeah, you start running on into. As for the reinforcements, yes indeed, the elephants are just having a slow stroll around the city in spite of the fact they could blow a hole in the wall whenever they want. The artillery elephant unit is actually the one with, basically the whole unit alive. It's the musketeers who are injured. So I'm not quite sure why they're not finishing them off. But apparently they don't want to right now. By and large, we have, I think, largely lost the gateway. We seem to have won on this wall, which is nice. Yes, it's kind of hard to see everyone right now. So go and run after these guys. That would be marvellous. We start getting the general involved in a minute as well. Yes, we probably should. Everyone else has turned up at the plaza. Oh, they're about to. There we go. Oh, right, fine. So yes, indeed, very much with these guys as well. Some nice armour on them, on my Huskarls. And there's some just slowly making their way to the plaza. Oh, lovely. Yes, I do quite like the idea of a good old Viking raid on the Americas. It's quite amusing to me. So we'll just start charging into these guys. If we can get it into the Chihuahua, then that would be marvellous news. And at some point, the reinforcements might actually make their way here. I was hoping the elephants could be useful in causing some chaos at the far side of the map, but they don't seem to be doing that thus far. That's a bit of a shame. So we'll get, yeah, Mr. General, come and charge into these guys as well. That would be lovely. And I might just grab one or two units at the rear here who are currently not helping very much to come and crush these lads. But I think we'll probably be okay. We've got enough. The general isn't retrained. Most of my generals aren't, to be honest, because they haven't really been in proper training facilities very much. They do change the culture. I'm trying to be a bit careful about that because a few of my cities I'm very particular about having them set up as various cultures, so we don't want to wreck it. But nonetheless, at this point, looks like we're just making our way through these guys. The reinforcements are going to get there eventually, but they are very much taking their time. These guys are on the wall. That's fine by me. Yeah, it seems like we're doing a classic Medieval 2 where they just get stuck in a block. You try and tell them to move beyond, and they just touch one unit, and they're not interested. And in theory, I could press like guard mode. Oh no. So this bug happens when you change the time. You basically change the time thing as this cutscene happens. I'm just having to press pause continuously. It's a bit silly. There we go. Okay, fine. We've escaped. So that's fine. Yeah, get back on top of these guys, lads. Get the general in here as well. It's just going to be a long, old, chunking affair now. Get in as much as you possibly can. Reinforce and make eventually, and the elephants are going to cause massive chaos. the elephants have arrived, and there are cannonballs flying around, actually. I kind of noticed that we seem to have people running away as soon as my elephants have turned up. Why is that, sir? Why is it that they're all running away now? Why are my men all dying? And why, oh why is any of this happening? Great work from my air reinforcements. They're not running amok as far as I'm aware. My men are now, because they've turned up like a bunch of tits. Please don't shoot cannonballs into my general. He's done a decent enough. Look, he's wrecked. They're not even running amok. They're not even running amok. They have routed my entire army. How? How have you done that, lads? It is down to my general, as it turns out. Can all the men that are still fighting try and ignore the elephants? They've just ploughed through our entire line. What a joke. Oh dear, the Viking invasion hasn't quite gone to plan, but the Vikings didn't originally bring elephants with them, and they probably should, because they're somewhat causing some problems. But they're still fighting for us, apparently. They're just causing chaos. The question at this point is, can we manage to kill the last few of the men before the elephants kill all of ours, or all of themselves by the looks of it, because they are seeming to kill themselves as well. What I don't need is my elephants to fall on my general, but that could easily happen at this point. We shall see. Oh dear, we'll see if he's meant to be. No, lads, we've got to finish this job. Where is the last guy? He's somewhere, because obviously they've lost their... I know they haven't lost their last city, actually. That's a good point. Where is the last guy, though? He seems to be somewhere around here. Oh, he's just on this wall. All men, get to this wall. Take him out, please. We need to finish this job. So, yes, we can go to the Caribbean, but you can go kill the other army, which maybe we need to do. Maybe that's what the generals are for. Did he just fall off the wall? I think he... I don't quite know what just happened, but it looked like he fell off. Either way, the city's ours. Down he goes. And with what? 0 turns to victory, we have managed to claim it. Oh, magnificent. And there it is. Victory and glory. The rebels, the anarchy, they have arisen from Castlevania and all other corners of the known world. And they have risen together to claim victory. Lovely stuff. We shall indeed continue to apply. And with that, yes, we have indeed managed to succeed. We've been given 4 units of Grand Karakata Capital, which is interesting because I can't train those normally. I might have changed the fire. Interesting. Wow. Wish we'd taken Tenochtitlan earlier. We could have done this legit. Did I change? I don't think I changed anything in the file. No, this is... I must say, yeah, I'm playing this on my laptop because I'm away for Christmas. So I haven't changed any files ever on this. This is brand new, like completely clean Medieval 2. So I haven't changed the file. So in theory, these are possible. The Grand Caracs, yes. These aren't even the normal ones. These are the Spanishy ones, yeah. Special Spanish ones that we trained over here in Gothenburg. Fine. So my Gotham Grand Carac, I didn't know we could get those. That's magnificent. We learn something new every day here on To Nerdist to Human. Oh, magnificent news. So, with that then, we have officially claimed victory, I suppose. There we are, completed by the rebels with 0 turns remaining. Great work. We've got 111 out of 112 regions, and we do still have some armies to take down. So, you know what? I actually did do a battle with this army already, but it got cut out of the last episode because it's a bit stuck in the forest, and it just didn't really work with the basing. So we'll just have a quick go now. Although he's in the forest, I'm not sure it's going to be too ideal. This might be better, this position. So let's see if we can just take out this family member with this army. It could be interesting. Let's go in. This does not strike me like the kind of battlefield you want to be taking on an army of crossbow cav, but that is where they find themselves. They will soon find themselves very much dead. So they're going to give it a go, but I'm not sure it's going to go very well for them. We're not even going to V formation on this particular occasion. We're just going to, yes, get around them best as we can. And they are pretty darn doomed. I mean, this army is impossible for them to deal with in any way, shape or form. So, yes, down they're going pretty darn quickly. We are in skirmish mode, so we will just retreat as it goes, but They have no answer to any of this. Oh, what a sad, miserable life they lead. But they'll soon be dead, so it's all absolutely fine. And yeah, it's sometimes fun just to bring such extremes to the new world. This army can be, some of these armies can be surprisingly tricky at times, but you know, if you just bring the right counter, they absolutely can't do a thing against it. Try and fight them infantry v infantry, you will start to lose. I think the elephants mainly were the issue last time. But yeah, this is already basically over, which is kind of amusing. So I'm just going to say, let's just all start swinging in. Nice bit of hand-to-hand. Finish off that general action. We'll just hit anyone we hit on the way in, and we'll clear them out. Oh, we don't need that many missiles, though, on ×6 speed. So how are you? 36. Okay, you've still got plenty of men as we start to arrive for hand-to-hand combat. They're not the best at hand-to-hand, to be honest, but I'm just basically telling everyone to close in on the general. He's indeed routing, and there we go. The crossbow cav army of doom is magnificent. A clear victory then for Captain Ruadli. And yes, this guy is now no more. Well, with that taken care of, then it just leaves the Emperor Napolitzin over here, as well as North America. So you might as well swing over there and deal with this little city. Down it goes then, and that is full victory. Oh no! The game won't let me carry on because I've got all the cities. I forgot about that. But the Timurids are still here. Oh no. You can't let the Timurids wander around. They've not joined the anarchy. They're outside Suffragette City. Okay, well, fine. We'll let the Aztecs survive over there, I guess. But, no, we have to finish these guys. Well, if we can't go and take care of North America, then we might as well take care of this guy. It turns out, sir, you're the one who's not supposed to be alive in this weird time loop situation. So we're going to take him out the only proper way, which is basically all the family members I have over here and the elephants that remain. So we're going to do that, and then we'll see where the Timurids end up. But they are wandering towards a very classic target of Yusuf right now. So I guess that's where they're going. I probably, though, should just make sure I've got some other units in like the odd place just to do some damage if need be. But yes, we are going to head into these guys and see how this goes. He's on a volcano right now, so we're interested to see what that looks like in Medieval 2, because on Rome this would definitely be a volcano. Not sure on this. It might be a bit more random. It's certainly on a hill. I still don't think that's necessarily going to save him. It doesn't appear to be a volcano, sadly, but possibly for the best. While I would love it, this is Sparta down the volcano to end the Aztecs. Yeah, ideally we don't want them up that mountain either, so we'll just get started with battle. Oh, lovely, they've decided to be absolute fools. So we will blast them, and instead we will just get these guys in as much of a good hill position as possible. But yes, the elephants are going to do their lovely, lovely business. And I'm just going to send you straight on into them to see what hilarious damage you can do. So all my generals, get yourself, I would say, to be honest, lads, just get yourselves about there. That'd be perfect. So it's always good to see the elephants doing some good work, but I would like them to, yes, just plough into one particular flank here on this occasion. You guys start charging into them. The odd hit. Oof, bouncy camera over here. Lovely. Yeah, just get them piling in. I'm probably going to say the same for the artillery elephants as well. Start your running in, lads. I don't know if they can send the shots in while they're charging. I don't think they can, but it's fine. You guys can get in over here. Those elephants already ran away, which is somewhat sad, but it's kind of inevitable, I would suggest. So, in we go then. Where are my elephants? Here they are. Yeah, some flaming missiles. They won't like that, but they won't like this either. Very good. Okay, so as we deal with these guys, I think... Oof, nice chunky charge from elephants and the general there. Get the elephants into their bodyguard as much as we can. We need to just take him down. In fact, at this point, you can just sort of stand around and shoot your cannon at people. That can work too. I think they've already arrived though, so that may or may not work. Just going to see kind of what happens at this point. We have more armies. These guys all fail. I do feel like that is kind of possible here, but I think the general falling will basically end the battle. It's kind of just how it works on this game. So yes, you guys all just charge into the general, take him down, I don't think there'll be too much more to see here. And of course, there will be more to see when the elephants run amok, which is immediately what happened. They are fighting to the death. Maybe we should have dealt with these guys. But you know what? Elephants run amok is always hilarious. So I'm quite happy. Yeah, I've told my men to run over here, so maybe the elephants turn over here as well. You've just got to dodge the elephants while you try and charge on to victory. Oh, it's just excellent. You guys, take them out. They are so angry. I think they recovered. It might have been their guy not running. I think there was actually... I don't think they were ever running amok, to be honest. I think I was reading the Fight to the Death as my guy's running amok. But it's all fine. If anything, it made me more entertained. So I'm quite happy with that. You guys, are you going to live? I feel like a lot of these guys aren't going to live, actually. I think they're in trouble. I can see a heroic death there. There's a noble death for Secundus. There we go. Not surprising, really. I'm going to tell these guys and the elephants just to finish this flank. I think we might need them to, yeah, maybe start moving this way. You into those arrow thrower warrior guys. We kind of need to deal with them. They've got quite a few missiles. It's not good for my elephants, to be honest. So, yes, I'm going to say you guys shoot some shots in. We've got to actually do this half seriously for a minute. As we shoot some cannon shots in, I'll be intrigued to see if there's any deaths or running amok. So in comes the cannonball. That was a decent shot, to be fair. No, it's just a unit rout. No one died. There we go. See, another cannonball, another elephant nearly shot. But it wasn't, you see, because we're effective at what we do, probably. So, as we slowly giving to hubris, I think we're just about going to have victory here. And there we go, officially a heroic victory. I'm not sure it was, but the job's done, I guess. And with that then, they are defeated, and so are 3 of our good men. So, very nice stuff. That is Secundus, Sauates, and Diazenis. To be fair, I think some of them really got down to the last few men. Hubal, Moses, and Hubal. Yes, Hubal and Hubal. Lovely. So they've managed to survive. Well done to them. They can manage. Well, it depends on how the Timurids take. But if I need to send all of these guys back, I will. Damn it! There is actually another boat here with one more lad. There's Abraham the Cruel. He's not going to make it. We send you all over to North America for the eventual victory. But I'm just going to see now. It might be a while. Again, we'll just keep ticking over. But it might be a while until we deal with these guys. I want a battle. He's 54 right now. If he gets to 6, he hasn't done anything. We have to go and actually kill him. But for now, we'll just see how it all goes. I am delighted to say that only about 6 turns later, we find ourselves at Yusuf over here in Kiev, where they are going to launch their final attack. It might not be their final battle. We'll see. I purposely not left very many men in here. We have Spear Militia, 2 Crossbow Militia. We have Abdelmiki, and he's picked up some mercenaries. These guys might be able to do a surprisingly effective job. We will see. But yes, they're a bit wild cards, I would say, for the very least. He is, though, for Dread, which could be quite helpful. Point rhetoric, very nice. It might be interesting for a speech then. Okay, he's got Raphael. That's cool. Master Painter. So that's a pretty darn good bit of retinue. Nice to see one of the classic characters pop up. So there we go. Time to hopefully clear off the Khan of the Timurids once and for all. The crucial battle begins, and the game has dumped my bombard outside of the gates with the gate closed behind it, which is fascinating. Do they have do they just need the 3 men to set this thing off? They might, we might be able to do this from out here with a gate behind them. That'd be hilarious if so. What can you aim at? Anything. Shoot the cocking tower, lads. That would be magnificent. So yes, he's out here. I don't know if anything's actually happening. Oh no, it's going. Oh, I wasn't watching. Are you going to hit anything? I don't know if we did or not. I kind of missed it. Sorry, I'm terrible at camera work, as it turns out. Okay, fine. We've got a cannon outside of the gateway, and they will presumably send these guys out in a moment. Indeed, they will. Let's see if we can follow the camera of the cannonball this time. The game's a bit confused because the unit's out here mostly. There we go. No, we didn't follow that. Not sure why we didn't follow that. The game is Not happy with it. Nonetheless, we will hopefully be doing some damage in time. Now, if they actually put enough power into one bit of wall here, if they got a bit closer, say, I don't think they're getting hit that much. This one is actually being demolished on this occasion, but if they want to take the risk and actually get up close, they probably could do enough to take down a wall here. But yeah, this one's doing a great job, but this one is not helping them out, unfortunately for them. This tower isn't going to last very long, and that ram's being demolished by one of our cannons already. That is not good news for these guys. Yeah, they're getting a move on. They know they're in trouble now. So that... Oh, we weren't close up, but you definitely saw that, right? Cannon straight into that guy, and it went through and killed the next few men as well. Absolutely glorious. Now, if they still have ammo, then it probably won't end if we take care of this. But the cannon outside is doing an impressive job. I mean, it could send him out anyway. I don't need to have this weird glitch for the gate. It just means less men are at trouble of dying. So it kind of works in that regard. Keeps the unit running for longer. But oh, it's very silly indeed. Oof. Yeah, this cannon is... Ooh. I don't think we hit it there. We must be getting close with some of these shots. I don't know what our range is, though. I don't know if we're going to struggle with this over time. We might do, you know, because I suspect he likes a very, very big range, and these guys are not going to be probably going to be a little bit too close. That was very close to taking out their ram, I'll be honest. And can we do this? My bombard's on 67% damage. Oh, we got hit by quite a lot. I think this tower might just make it this time, you know, or the ram. I mean, the ram is at 80 damage, and it does need to make its way through our bombard, so I'm not sure it's necessarily going to work out well. That's 1% damage, by the way. It's quite dramatic for 1%. Chill the sod down wall, 1%. That's all that is. So this guy, 80%, is actually potentially going to make it, which is going to make the battle much more interesting, I suppose. But 80% damage. I don't think there's any way of it getting demolished now. This tower's... Oh, I was going to say it's going to make it. I'm not sure it is, actually. Now, they've got the ram. They've got this... Oh, that's a shot. Down goes the ram. And if that tower goes, they're about to lose. My days. They need this tower to make it, but that's an awful position because he's just going to get shot. They're not going to make it up in time. I think this is going to be over thanks to this cocking bombard. That is spectacular. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, on my artillery only, my gunpowder only, as Spain and Medieval 2, we definitely did take things out of the town and shoot their tower. That was fun. But 69%, it's made it. I mean, guys, can you... They're not going to... I think you need to turn around and shoot this thing. Oh, no, that's going to activate the gate, potentially, is it? Not sure about that. It may or may not open the gate. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Maybe we'll just leave him to keep shooting. I think the side tower is about to do it for us. I think the victory is about to be declared by this tower being gunned down by our cannons. Down he goes. Down they go. And most of them are being killed in the tower. And with that, do they have another ram? There's a glitching going on somewhere. We destroyed that ram. I think there's still ammo in the rocket launcher. I think that's what's keeping them alive for now. But yeah, that absolute cannonball from heaven, I think, has defeated the Timurids here. I think that's kind of it. That ram being obliterated is going to do it. Now, the real question is, do they just lose and retreat? Or is this Khan going to get himself killed by a cannonball? Because that is how this ultimately can end here. They're running out of infantry, though. They've got a few Sabadar militia if they want to do it again. So if they pull back at this point, they could go for another siege. But it's already down to this lad if he gets conked by a cannonball or not. And of course, I have now aimed this guy to shoot at the Khan over here. So we'll see if he can magically put it off. That's the shot going over our shoulders. But yes, I'll just hang the camera on this lad and just see how this goes, because I think those rockets are still got a few shots left in them, and they might have to give up in a moment if they use those up. That was so close. It's unbelievable. Bodyguard is still at 29, and you can see that the gate is opening, which is somewhat causing a reaction, as you might well imagine. Now, we're just going to basically shove the cannon through the gateway here. Are we shoving it through the other cannon? Yes, we are. Okay. You, sir, hit the bodyguard. Stop there. And the Sabadon militia are going to fight. You know what? I kind of like this result. It just means that now we have a proper, you know, ding-dong battle. Want to have a proper fight at the end of all this. So that's absolutely fine. These guys can keep them busy. We'll try and shoot a cannon at the general. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Just keep grabbing the thing, all right? We're gonna do this a proper way with a good old fight. Now, I will say, lads, you should probably... Oh, dear. The game thinks we're going to lose now. I'm just going to send the general away because I don't really want him to get stuck in all of this. So I'm going to say, lads, that just get the general... Just get the general safe enough. It's fine. Let's give him a proper battle here. Get down there, lads, and start a fighting. That will be perfect. Cannon's still shooting up the general, so it could end that way anyway. That's absolutely a-okay. There aren't that many men left to fight us, it should be said. So these guys need to kind of climb down already. There we go. They have the walls. They really shouldn't have the walls. The gateway's still under our control, so we'll be shooting them down as possible. Now, the cavalry should be enough for them to win this, to be fair, if they want to rush on in. But they're still just standing here waiting to be shot, which is interesting. So, yeah, there's the tower being lost again, but there's still cannonballs flying. Yeah, you are under attack. Maybe you should get into the city. They've given up on... Why have they given up? What's wrong with them? With the gateway having fallen, then it's time for us to defend the streets. And yes, we have ourselves a few decoy units in the way here. But that means the rocket launchers are about to let loose. Please, 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 guys, make this fun. This could be absolutely spectacular as a way of ending this. Please make it everything I dreamed of. You're sort of shooting straight into the fleeing guys. Why have you stopped just as it shoots? You absolute tits. Okay, that's not particularly ideal. What about the other guy over here? That's the Napherton. You could probably actually win out against them. You guys start shooting the Napherton. That'll be fine. You guys, who can we aim at here? Is the bodyguard coming? Just aim at those guys at the back. You can do some really good damage. Just make sure they're not completely useless, damn it. Right. The bodyguard's the main thing. Take him out and we claim victory. And I'm glad, if nothing else, that we actually have some street fight in here at the end. A few missiles coming from the Turkomans. That's absolutely a-okay. These guys are here to kind of maybe just give them a last shot while they just hug onto the edge of the plaza. Come on. There we go. That's a couple shots. That's not quite the full blast spectacular I'm looking for, but it's something. Okay, very nice. We're doing some good damage here, actually. Can't be feeling too happy about life, can they? So, bodyguard is further back by the looks of him, is he? Yeah, that's Harvard Militia. And a few more infantry over there. That's the Napherton. The general's still hanging way back. I haven't seen him. So over on this side then we have the horse archers kind of shooting into us while we just send those missiles going. Now we over here though have the rocket launcher and I found the general. He is trying to sneak over this way. Guys, you need to like shoot at him right now. Please just turn him around. Just turn him around. Just turn him around. You guys are doing some crossbowing. That is absolutely okay. And you, oh, stop fannying around. You just need to get a shot away. Please. Please. I might have to send these guys running forward as just an intercept, just to buy them a few moments while they get their positioning right. No, that means now. That means now. Like now positioning. No. Why are you not holding the thing? Hold the thing. You just need to hold them off. Right, okay. They're going to hold them off for half a second, aren't they? You need to do that as well. Okay. Mr. General, you crush into these guys. I'm going to get these guys to run into those bodyguards. We're just going to have to do it that way, I'm afraid. Rockets, please. Please. Please, rockets. Let the rockets be the end of the... Why are you not shooting? I've told you so many times. Oh, it's just a big fat disappointment. Damn you, everyone involved. Right, General, get yourself over here. All men need to be taken on that bodyguard. The spearmen, particularly you, get yourselves over here. We can get these guys back on the machine somehow. That would be ideal. I really wanted the rocket launchers to be useful, but they have not proved very useful at all. Mr. General, get yourselves right over here. See what you can do. And when I say over here, I mean like get over here now, you absolute prick. It's just a big scrum now, and we're just going to see if we get lucky and take him out. It was worth the fun of letting them in just to see, but I don't think it's going to work out. Doesn't look like it. All men should be attacking that bodyguard. He's down to 14, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, General is fighting to the very last. It is just him now, and 11 swordsmen. Oh, sorry, spearmen. But sadly, it's not going to be enough. I just don't think we're going to catch him out. Down to 13 with the bodyguard. Just please kill the bodyguard and no one else. Down to 4 men. Oh, sadly, Yusuf is going to fall. It's a shame. I kind of... Oh, he's foolish. He's not foolish. Well, he did open the gateway, but that was all for the lols, damn it. Right, well, snatched victory. We're going to have to go in and take it back. It's fine. It's all for the entertainment. So with that, yes, Abdurraqi sadly has lost. He could have easily won just by keeping the gate shut there, but it's fine. I kind of just wanted to use these things properly. These guys got some shots off, didn't do enough. Their morale just holds too well. If we just got off a good volley against them, we probably could have done enough damage, but they were fanning around for far too long. And in the end, yes, that's what caused our death. It's definitely not opening the gate. Officially then, that's the Timurids taking our settlement. I assume he's going to settle it, but I don't know that for sure. Indeed. Indeed they have. Okay. Very nice, very nice. So, that indeed is a noble death for Abdulhamiki. Noble it was. Oh, he's giving it up. Immediately. So, where is he? That... What? Did we just rebel him to death? I don't know. What just happened? A new homeland in Kiev, and immediately faction destroyed. Well. The rebels are certainly something special. Noble life ends. A couple of random guys in the sea. Abraham the Cruel. Okay, that's not what I was expecting to happen. I was hoping we would just kill the general. They would take the city and it would rebel because they were faction destroyed. But okay, it's just kind of happened anyway. I'm not sure. Did we kill him? I thought we didn't kill him. We didn't get any message of him dying. Maybe there was just a riot after the end turn and they lost. Wonderful. As our campaign comes to an end, then we do see ourselves outside of Castlevania Mauveson, where it is 90% heretic. And of course, I have been allowing my heretics just to kind of wander free. 40% here, 90%, 95% here. Absolutely magnificent. It does vary around the world. Some areas are more heretic than others. Some have a shit ton, I think is the technical term for how many are over here. That's ridiculous. Some not so much join into the Grand Heresy, but we let people embrace the heresy where and when they feel like it. But you know what? We should bring this to an end. So we have Rezus over here, probably the only half-decent commander of note at this period of the game, just in terms of him actually winning a few battles as far as I can actually remember. But it's harder to develop all of your characters at this point. We do then have a random army of a few elephants left, some bombards, some rocket launchers. So yes, they let us down last time because they can be a bit cumbersome in the towns, but they're good fun, so we'll see what we can do. Now, this is actually a large town, which is interesting. I, of course, did earlier take the town. I'm going to cut out the battle from the edit because I don't want to repeat it. It's more interesting to put it at the end here, I guess. Makes more sense anyway. So, yes, it's a large town, which, as I mentioned earlier, that doesn't really exist as an Aztec city. Now, it does look like an Aztec city on the map, but yeah, they have villages, they have minor cities, as we've seen, but then when they get bigger, they become, yes, Middle Eastern style. This one is a large town, which doesn't exist. So it creates an interesting style. It's winter as well, which makes it pretty and strange. So we'll head on in for one final battle against Emperor Zoltan. Time for the anarchy to truly take hold of the world. Obviously, just to honour a deal, we brought along some camels, and to honour Ziggy, we brought along some Lithuanians. I'm afraid they're not the originals of either unit at this point, but yes, I thought we might as well bring them along for the ride. Rocket launchers are doing good work on them. Some of them falling to their gruesome deaths. But as you can see, this is not a very Aztec city. It's got a load of holes in it. And seems to be, wow, the general's literally running away instantaneously. That is mildly embarrassing. I think the cannon is aiming at the general, so that might be slightly what's happening here. But the Ribolt is doing something. We actually got the Ribolt here. It's shooting at the gateway. It's kind of useless, but it's doing something. So, yes, there's a few splattered men over there. That's just magnificent. And we're just going to, yes, use mass firepower to blast our way into the city. For some reason, we can't shoot this wall. Not really sure why I can't target. There we go. It's been a little bit funny. But we'll work our way in, and we'll let the elephants finish them off, because, you know, it's always fun to see if they can handle them. As ever, the elephants are elegant and use the gateway. The camels run through the smoking hole in the wall. And I don't think they're going to last too long here, but we can see if the elephants do some splattering. Good of you to come along, camels. Thank you very much. Are you guys up on the walls? You can probably shoot most of the way to the plaza from there, I would imagine. Indeed, they can actually shoot the plaza, so these guys can shoot the cowards who have ran back over here. So in they go. Nice to see that some of the units just get a little bit of a run out. We can have some elephant fun, but you know what? I think we will just leave it to the camels. Camels, come and finish it off. I think that's fair. And we will bring the general as well. As for everyone else, they can just keep on shooting with their cannons, and if someone gets killed, well, it just happens, doesn't it? It's just how it happens. Some rockets are shooting for the back of the camels. That's not supposed to happen. Guys, you're a little bit late on this front. Oh, sorry to anyone who got blinded by that. If only archers are... Why are they running forward? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just kind of get all these guys into a big melee here at the end, and we'll chop them down that way. And if cannibal kills you, it's meant to be. It is officially victory. The elephants seem to have cleared them off, but we will let the Lithuanians do a little bit of point-blank range death shots. So shoot down the last few Aztec warriors. There we go. Ziggy working with some of the more interesting late-game units. Not sure the elephants have been that efficient for us, but they've been fun. And that's always really the main aim with those guys. Yeah, just shoot them down. And that is how it ends. We sent a few camels in to finish them off. They're not... they were good against the cavalry armies. I was impressed with them there. But yes, I think realistically, lads, I think it's time for the camels just to finish off the last few. And that should be that. Rezus, you've claimed victory, honouring your great ancestors. And with that then, North America falls to us. We will occupy as the great people we are. And indeed, that is the faction destroyed. That is the end of the Aztecs. We've successfully got a mission for 2,500 monies, which I don't think is too useful to us. Indeed, the rebel anarchy is spread around the world. True victory and glory have been gained this day. Well, there we have it then. I've just brought us back before the battle so we can just have the odd scan of the map as I do a little bit of an outro here. And thank you very, very much for joining me on this series. It has been a grand old campaign. Great to come back to the, yes, Rebels campaigns with a new twist. No settlements at the start, no units. And do let me know what other kind of, I don't know, new campaigns you'd be interested in seeing here on the channel. I will, of course, look to do the Zero City start in some of the others, like Barbarian Invasion. In Alexander, you have to do it that way anyway, so it technically has already happened there. And I would say, yeah, maybe we'll try them with the Kingdoms expansions in the future as well. But we've only just got through all of those. If you do want more of those campaigns, there are lots and lots of them here on the channel, so do go and look out for them. Had a magnificent time playing this. The only city that's not rebelling, basically, is Constantinople. What a magnificent place it is. And yes, I will leave it here. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you particularly to the members for all their special support. I do very, very much appreciate that. And just for everyone watching and commenting on this series, it has been, yeah, this and the Rome one have been well watched and well loved from the comments, I feel. So yes, thank you very much for joining me. Do suggest any new things you might want to see here on the channel. And yes, we managed to see the Timurids attack all 3 of their classic target settlements. So I would take that very much as a big win. For now, though, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Nerfed the Human, and this has been our Rebels campaign here on Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you, and tally-ho. Today we're going to go for particularly aggressive diplomacy. Oh yes, it worked. Kablamo! You were always going to die, Steve. Oh! My feudal knights! My crispy feudal knights! The ram's burning! Right at the death!